afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming today. We appreciate every single person that has come today. Thank you. My name is Amy Beth Shaver, and I am a Briarwood parent. We have one left at Briarwood, and Kimberly and Hudson and I have met as a result of our involvement in this latest effort to make sure we all remember that ultimately it's parental authority that we are after. That respect is a two-way street, and if you're asking it of us, or you're demanding it of us, we're asking it of you. It's very simple. And so today we're here to learn. Thankfully, Kim put this together for us, and we want to give her a round of applause because she is going to give us an overview of what you can expect. But I have one thought for the day, other than our original ask as Briarwood parents, which is mask optional, and remembering that parents are the ultimate authority of their children, is that we want to come today and let us reason together. Shall we?
Hello, thank you all for coming. We just want to be heard because nobody has asked our opinion or talked to us. If we want to be heard, we have to have a single meeting with our superintendent, and that's just not going anywhere. So anyway, our overview today, we're going to have Allison Sinclair. She's going to come up and talk a little about her local group that she started. Melissa Merritt will be coming up, and she is going to read a few comments. So we have a petition that we have circulated through our Briarwood community that has asked people if it is in their heart, if they would like mask optionals to sign this petition. So she's going to read a few comments. They're pretty powerful, actually. Summer Blackburn is someone I met in Fresh Market, and we had a meeting right before school started to kind of gather all the folks together who were upset about the mask mandate, and I guess I stood up and made an impression because she flagged me down at Fresh Market. Thank you. And so she told me her story, and it was really moving, so I think you'll appreciate hearing that. And then Sarah Newton is going to come up and just talk about statistics. We have a lot of schools around here that are mask optional and some are mask mandates, so we're just going to compare numbers. What does that look like? And then, of course, our featured guest is Dr. Jordan Vaughn, and we are very thankful that he came, and I don't really know how it happened that I just decided I'm just going to reach out to him because he became a local hero, I guess, through one of his speeches at a Board of Education meeting. So we appreciate him being here. So I'm going to hand it over to Allison in the corner.
Hey y'all, I'm actually an Oak Mountain parent, but when Kimberly reached out and asked if she could host this meeting here, I said, of course, because, and honestly, I was joking, I didn't really cry, but what you all are doing today is exactly why I started an organization called Local Alabama. And I am just totally moved how God is connecting dots and opening doors that we didn't even know we needed to have open. And so, but after the election, I kind of realized that the days of sitting on the sidelines of America were over, and we needed to do something. But talking to a lot of moms, it was like nobody really knew where to start. And so the main issue I found was that it was hard to communicate. Like somebody would have this bit of knowledge, and somebody would have some other really good information. And I kind of laugh because I'm like, it feels like 1776 again, where we're having to meet and like share among each other. And that is exactly why I started Local. And the idea is we get together, we meet here once a month to share information and come up with a plan. And the plan that came out of the information for this Briarwood group that was part of Local is what's happening today. And so I just want to invite all of you all to come. Our next meeting is September 9th at 6:30 here. And we're going to have Kenneth Pascal, who is a newly elected state representative. He's going to speak. And then I'm hoping we're going to have someone else coming to speak who works with Seth Ketchel on some issues about the audits and things. And then we'll spend some time kind of talking about what's going on in our local communities and how we can join together to have a united front going forward and to best make change. And part of it is working together with legislators, I see Arnold Mooney in the back, and with local Republican groups, also our boards of education and city councils and county commissions. So I would love for y'all to join in. Our email address is localalabama@protonmail.com, and you can reach out there for more information. So thank you all. I'm thankful that I'm here. Thank you, Dr. Vaughn. Dr. Vaughn actually saved my college son from certain death of COVID last week, so I'm very grateful for that. But I appreciate y'all being here and look forward to hearing what y'all have to say. Anybody else out there? Okay.
Hi, so she introduced me earlier. My name is Melissa Merritt. My daughter is only a second year Briarwood student. We just came there last year. So this has been interesting. It's not what we expected. So I'm the person who started the petition. We have collected 460 signatures. So that's a first. Actually. All right, so we're going to stick with what they talked about, parental authority. Most of the comments are from parents. I mean, that's who's interested here. So let's start with parental authority because this is what the school took away from us. And I'll start with mine because you should own what you say first, right? Parents are given the first and foremost authority over their children by the Lord when He entrusts His children to our care. All other authority over children stands under parental authority. God didn't task Briarwood Christian School with raising my daughter, He tasked me with that. I answer to a much higher authority and I don't like having that usurped. Okay. Sorry, I say I'm a lot when I'm nervous.
You're doing great.
They're sticking. Okay. Mask when moving or mask optional, but the greater issue is why won't Briarwood Christian School engage with its, quote, partners in educating its kids? Reasonable people can have opposing viewpoints, but no engagement is contrary to a partnership. This is the final straw of many issues through many years that have broken our trust with Briarwood. The school board was not even asked to vote on this. This sounds like a few trying to control the many, not right. Faith over fear. Show the children what it means to walk by faith, not by fear of man or a virus. Behold, all our days are portioned out to us by the hand of Jehovah God, and not one of us by any straining or masking can garner any other day from Him. Praise God, our days are in His perfect, almighty, gracious, and omnipotent hand. That's what our school's supposed to be about, y'all. In this critical time in our nation, it's more important than ever for parents to retain final authority over the education and medical decisions that affect their children. There are and will always be differing opinions. The freedom to decide what is best for every child should belong to the parents, not the government, nor the school board. This is still America, not a totalitarian nation. Okay. Based on scientific evidence, wearing masks have shown no added protection for the virus. In fact, unless they wear an N95 mask and are trained in proper use, all other mask wearing is just window dressing to give a false sense of security. In addition, wearing an N95 mask is very uncomfortable and very restrictive to breathing all day long, and hypoxia could be the end result. I can't see my kid wearing one of those, and she's a junior, so. Okay, so the last two comments that I'm going to give you are from medical or dental professionals who signed the petition. This one is a DMD. As a professional who deals with sterile techniques daily, masks are useless unless they are used correctly. Most individuals do not understand their proper use. If you don't believe that, go back and watch Kay Ivey when she was giving all of her speeches last year, and she would take her mask off and lay it here, and then she'd pick it up, and the next person would lay theirs down and she'd pick it up. That's called cross-contamination. And y'all, I'm not in the medical field, and I know that. And then the last one, this one comes from, I'm just going to list you her credentials because I don't even know what some of these mean. RN, CCRN, CMC, CSC, LSSGB. No idea, but it sounds pretty important. Surgical and procedural masks are for droplet protection, not airborne particles. The only mask effective against this virus are masks referred to as a particulate respirator, N95 and above. In the healthcare setting, we wear the N95 and a face shield over said mask for effective protection. Allow your students to breathe. I don't work in healthcare. I do work in the steel industry. We have a lot of things that require us to go through OSHA testing, and some of those things are the gases that are released when you have to burn steel. It's a process that heats the steel up really, really fast. So anytime you're burning something at a high level of temperature, you're gonna get gases. We could put surgical masks on our guys out there to protect them from those things, because those are gases, which is kind of like what aerosolized is, particles that are attached to gases, and we would be put out of business. If they don't work there, why would they work in our schools? And I don't know who's next. I think you are. Tag, you're in.